We got a 42-degree freezer. Freezer, my friend. Fan's running. Coil is beat down but clean. Engaging at 20. That's not right. It's 40. Alright, let's turn it to negative 10. Some serious, yeah. Let's go to the roof. Well, all is quiet on the roof. Here's our cooler. Here's our freezer. She's not running. Service gauge. Ooh. Ooh. She's flat. So there's no caps on it. She's just slap out of gas, man. Oh boy. 404. It's not going to give you a charge because the remote line set. Although you have almost no line set on this one. Okay, well, I'm going to get my gauges. I mean, again, here's the question. I'm just gonna gas it up and then we're gonna play. I'm gonna get it functional because the freezer's 42 degrees. So let me grab the gauges, the 404, the scale. We'll weigh in the charge, get it going. Gosh, everything just holds water up here. Everything's a pool. Before I do, I'll prep to fill it. I'm going to take a good look at everything and see. But it's there. There's no caps on the... If I see any visual evidence of where it leaked out, because I don't want to start filling it up. Only to discover you may have a leak inside. As bad as that evaporator looks. Okay, well, we got to get it running ASAP. So this guy is, I mean, just above dead flat. I don't have a lot in that bottle. I did 2 404 jobs today. So I may find myself in a pickle here. Because it's not completely flat, I got enough in this bottle. Because it's not completely flat. What am I doing? Look what I was about to do. You guys are distracting me, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, I do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Makes my days chatting with you about the things. All right, whale. If this were 0, it's not, it's still positive. If it were absolutely dead flat, I'd fill it with nitrogen. Because I'd have to pull a vacuum anyway. But right now I don't, because we're still slightly positive. So what I'm hoping we can do is get her gassed up enough to get her through. Okay. We're gonna crack this till I get red. There you go. Now we're gonna put some in there. As soon as I put some positive pressure on, she should start. Yep. were clear. These units looked really good. I checked the contactors, I pulled the amp draw on the fans, I checked the sight glass as it was flowing. So whatever leak is going on, it's a new development. Also frightening that it's, you know, that it was so low. Because with it being that low, you may have a significant leak. Or it may have been coming out the Schraders here. Almost 4 pounds. Almost a full sight glass. That makes me very happy. I can still hear the bottle dispensing some. Yeah, she's gonna take 5 pounds. Or 7.5. Now the bottle's slowing down. All right, let's take a look. Okay, we're running 404. We're running at 20 PSI, which is a little lower than I want it to be, because that's like negative 16 degrees coil. Head pressure's okay. Still taking. I'm not going to touch the bottle because that messes with the scale. Oh, real close to there. All right, so sure enough, I put 4 3/4 pounds in. My bottle's empty. My pressures are about right. But still got a little flash in the sight glass. Secondarily, this cooler is outputting no air at all. Like, there's no air. And if you look through, you see any light through that coil? How about that one? No. They can look clean from the outside. They're not moving much air. So again, while I'm here waiting, I will probably bring up my coil gun, spray that. Let's go see what the temps are doing downstairs. 34. It's a good place to start. I bet their maintenance guy cleaned these coils, not knocking him. I mean, they looked clean. But if you don't get the right stuff down in the heart of the coil and push it out, and then we'll blow it out from the inside, all that debris is still in there. How are we doing? Well, we still got head pressure, we still got suction pressure. That clean foam's gonna start irritating my leg in a minute. Still got a little bubbles in the sight glass. That is not clean water. Alright, good old Infocon TechMate. I cleared it out outside, so I'm looking for a pretty good leak. step is obviously going to be to shut down the fans, open up the side panels. It thinks it's 10, so the thermostat's way off. Remember when it was 40 in here, it said it was 20. Now it thinks it's 10. Oh, right there. I see it. No? Just I see oil right there. Yeah, we got something hitting. Huh. Let me monkey around in here, get closer, and then I'll bring you back in. I'm getting, so I peeled this back because I was getting sporadic hits. And I wanted to see everything, but now that I can see everything, it even got worse. Look, torch, 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 torch. Why? Look at that booger torch job right there. Yeah, I mean, I am getting like little hits in here, but nothing consistent to chase down, nothing worth bubbles. Not uncommon for these things to leak. Definitely got hits out here. I don't see any oil though. Also, right now there's no pressure on the low side because the solenoid closed, so really we're just high side fishing at the moment. Well, I guess I'm gonna grab the bubbles. Okay, so she ran for a little bit. I ran downstairs, I ran upstairs. My compressor is off. My condenser's running, but my compressor's off. It's warm, but it's not hot. Like, it shouldn't be off on thermal. But, I mean, they're wired together. So the only way that runs and not the compressor is if the compressor's off on thermal. I'm gonna get rained on. This seems super unlikely, but look, this is a 40 microfarad capacitor for the compressor, and it's just reading nothing. Nothing. I don't get it. Like, the capacitor popped literally while I was here, Well, let's find out. The compressor is definitely off on thermal. So even when I replaced the 40, so that 40 microfarad capacitor reads 0, the new one reads 40, she still wouldn't start. I think it's because it's off on thermal. Well, obviously it's off on thermal, that's what we started with. But the new one reads 40 proper, that one reads 0. So, I gotta ice the head, get it to open up. I just tested continuity across, right? And I'm open, common to start, common to run, so it's off on thermal. Hey, it's gonna start raining, that'll help cool down the compressor. Freaking wonderful. But in theory, we get this thing to reset on thermal now that we have a good 40 MFD in there. She fires up and she runs. Oh, yeah. All right, I just tested and I have continuity across my circuits again. Please. Yep. Yep. There you have it. Bad capacitor, wouldn't start the unit, went off on thermal. That's unbelievable because it started when I got here. Thank God. All right. This is the location that I had to replace a compressor this morning at a soft serve. I did not want to have to open a parts house and replace this compressor tonight also. So, let's put Humpty Dumpty back together. Let the box cool down overnight. I've got to come back with a little more gas anyway and truly top it off. It needs a thermostat. I think we should replace the solenoid. I just don't like the vibration of that, but crisis averted. Remember when I got here, there was no caps on these. Terrible. Go grab caps. So you don't want to trust the cap. I realized it started raining, so I was getting off the roof, but I'll circle around. I changed the Schrader core. So the port that was leaking was the low pressure side, which means when I pulled the service disconnect, the solenoid closed downstairs and my pressure dropped to 0 basically. So I was able to remove that Schrader core, put in a new one, and that one wasn't bubbling up. So you can just put the cover on, but don't trust the service cap to hold in your refrigerant. Change the Schrader core if you can. It would have been a lot harder if that was the high side, but since it was the low side that was leaking, I was able to just do this. Always make sure your caps still have the rubber rings. So the box is 20 degrees. Currently I'm running a 9-10 degree coil. Yeah. No, she'll cool down. Again, this is wrong. So you should look at changing that. They have an internal maintenance guy. He can handle that. But emergency resolved.